I know, I know. Soon as you start jamming, I was like, and cut. Soon as came on, it was done. You was getting into it. Hello, 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 everybody. It is your girl from the Speak Life Entrepreneur Series. It's your girl, Minister Dr. Laticia Nicole Beatty. And today we have another phenomenal show, honey. Another phenomenal show. Listen, go ahead, like, comment, share. Don't forget to download StreamYard so your name can appear. Oh, I know I had bars. Oh, I'm doing something today. I'm rhyming and everything. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. Like, comment, share. Let people know that you're here. Let them know that we're about to have a phenomenal show. Women, calm down. I know you see a man on the Speak Life Entrepreneur Show. This is the first man, yes, that we have interviewed on our show. And I am so excited to have him here with us, right? And we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it today. We're gonna talk about some things today. I know y'all over here, y'all ready to ask questions, y'all ready to talk about it. Uh-huh. Y'all women, y'all know y'all talk about everything. So I know we're gonna get into it, but y'all, we're gonna call this show Master of Impact. Oh, that sounds good, don't it? Master of Impact. Business leaders making a difference. That's what it is, okay? In this series, I am showcasing influential men in the business world who are not only achieving remarkable success, but also making a positive, y'all hear me, a positive impact in their community and broader business landscapes. Let me tell you about this man. Oh my Jesus. I want to tell you all about him because you know I talk about him and I tell you all about their business, but I'm gonna let him tell you a lot about his business. But I will tell you this. Now, listen real closely. I know you're listening. See Eric Collier, also known as the Mayor of Motivation. Can you say Mayor of Motivation? You ain't say it loud enough. Mayor of Motivation, honey. Yes. And he's a high energy, high impact keynote speaker, authentically helping individual unlock potentials and break through barriers so they can create a life-changing momentum shift that leads to turning the impossible to possible. Now, Eric knows and understand the importance of momentum shift. Can you say momentum shift? Momentum shift. Yes. And accredits them to improving his life while inspiring his mission to create a movement that help others shift momentum into their life too. I'm so excited to have him here with me on today. And so I'm going to bring him up. Let's hear it for C. Eric Collier. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, what's going on, Dr. Laticia Nicole? Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be joining the We United. I mean, the We United is awesome. I love this group.
Yeah.
Just being here with you is I'm loving it, man. Just whew, I don't even know what to say. The power that's in this room right now, I love it.
Woo! Well, come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Listen, I'm gonna be obedient and I'm gonna do what I told the ladies to do. I'm gonna go ahead and share it out to my other platforms because everybody needs to know about the mayor, the mayor, the mayor. They need to know about what you're doing. They need to hear about how you're making a change and a difference in the business world. I am so elated to have you here on this show. Women Entrepreneur United. Hey, I'm telling you, get wisdom and understanding here on today. Oh, I see you. I see you throwing it up. I see you. Yes. Okay, so tell us what you're doing. Tell us more about yourself. I didn't want to read all of that because I
Right,
want
yeah.
you to tell. I want to hear from you, sir.
I got you. I got you. Well, Eric Collier, see Eric Collier, the mayor of motivation. I picked up that name because I love people. My mom would tell you, I know no strangers. I just love people. And I will stop and I will talk to you. And my family thinks I'm stalkers sometimes, but I just want to talk to people, see how they're doing. I believe that we get so caught up in our day that a lot of times we're stressed out. We're feeling things that we really just don't need to hold on to. So my saying hello to you gives me a chance and it gives you a chance to break up the monotony in your day and talk about something that you love. So I picked up that title, the mayor, from 3 different groups that I worked with. And then a friend of mine added the mayor of motivation when he saw me doing what I do with just talking to people. And he said, man, you got to be the mayor of motivation. I said, let's roll with it.
Woo! That's all right. The mayor of motivation. So that's how you became the mayor of motivation.
That's
That's
it.
all right
That's it.
there. So I see right behind you have the what's that? The momentum shift. Tell me
Yeah.
about that. How did you create that?
Oh man, the momentum shift is a movement, and it's a movement that I've been in for a long time. Imagine standing in the middle of your living room and you're thinking, as a parent, as a husband or spouse, that you're doing the right things in life. You're getting up every day, you're going to work, you're paying your bills, and somebody brings to your attention that you're not, that you're playing short.
Mm.
I had that happen to me, and I'm 30 years old, and I'm standing in my own living room. I used to hang out with a group of friends, and we would party back and forth from each other's house. So we rotated. This night it was at my house, and we had an individual stop by who was going to introduce us to his business. Now, I've had these home-based businesses at my house before, and I've even done some of them, but I just wasn't feeling it at the time. So my thing was just try to get him out the house as quick as possible. It was. And so he presented it, and I'm thinking, I'm giving him all my canned answers. No, it's not the right time. No, I don't have the money. No, 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 no. This isn't it for me. This is what I do. I'm not a salesman. And as I'm trying to get him out the door, he turns to me and he says, let me ask you a question. I said, all right, cool. And I'm thinking, I was going to be his no, and then I can get you out the door one more time. And
Mm.
so he says, what have you done over the last 5 years of your life that has gotten you closer to accomplishing your goals or has significantly increased your income? That was an easy question for me. It was nothing.
Ooh.
I was a get up every Monday. Oh God, it's Monday. Work all week. Thank God it's Friday, and then we partying and doing what we need to do, and then back at it on Monday morning. Not to mention the fact that on payday Friday I was actually broke Thursday night. But anyway,
You know
so
what? That's funny.
but he said, but I told him nothing. And so he said, well, if you hadn't done anything the last 5 years, what are you doing now to change things? Again, nothing. I was doing what I was going to do every week. And so he said, well, he said, if you haven't done anything the last five, you're not doing anything right now, what do you think your next 5, 10, or 15 years of your life is going to look like? And Laticia Nicole, man, that's when it hit me right there. It was a gut
Wow.
punch. It was a gut punch. And I was like, oh, I can't keep doing this. See, that man had no clue that it had to be God that brought him to me, because he had no clue that my wife and I were struggling and she was about ready to walk.
Ooh.
Somebody, I fell in love with her when she walked in the door of my girlfriend's house, but I won't talk about that. But anyway,
Wait, we got to get the tea. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, do
hey,
not touch that. Look, I'm echoing through the house and everything. That was good to me. Wait, wait. You said you fell in love with your wife when she walked into your girlfriend house.
hey, you know how when you tell God you want something and He gives it to you. So check this out. So I was at my girlfriend's house. She happened to be a friend of my girlfriend's sister, and she walked in, and it was like, oh my goodness. And I went home Christmas break and talked about her. And so when I got back at the airport, my girlfriend was supposed to pick me up. Turns out she told God she had somebody she was interested in, so he helped her out. So he basically helped us both out and put us on the right path.
Wait a minute. Let me drink this water. Wait a minute.
He opened the doors for great things to happen, right? So
Oh,
we've been together 34 years. We got 3 kids, 6 grandkids. So, it worked out. It was the right thing. But, at that time, she was ready to walk. And what was hurting me the most was that I meant my kids, the possibility of my kids going with her. And I would
mm,
fall short on a promise if that happened. Because, I told my kids when my son was born, I told him, I said, man, you'll never have to worry about calling another man daddy. I will be there all the time for you, taking care of you. You don't have to worry about me not being in the house with you. And so, knowing that that was going to possibly be the ending of this whole thing was hurting me, because that wasn't what I wanted for my kids. My parents
wow.
split when I was 4 years old, and living in blended homes was terrible. So I didn't want that for my family. So that gut punch that he gave me just just caused something inside of me. And I was like, how do I change things? And from that moment on, I've been creating a momentum shift. Not a, it wasn't a complete change that happened overnight, right? It never does, right? So it was a change where I went, I started doing things, but you dial your dreams back sometimes because you want to accommodate others, those who are around you, and you want to dial it back because somebody says, "Oh, you know what? You're doing too much.
Woo!
You're too
Doing
obsessed,
too
right?"
much. Uh-huh.
So to accommodate to make things easier, you start dialing it back, and you don't want to lose friends and all these other things. So
Mhm.
this whole momentum shift that I've been on has been, wow, man, I'm 54 now. So we talking 24 years that this whole process has been taking place.
Wow.
And I've known what I wanted to do, which was speak and be a motivational speaker and work under Les Brown, train under Les Brown. And I had him on the phone. I was so bad. You ever had anybody out there ever have those moments where you knew exactly what you wanted to do, but when the opportunity came, you couldn't even raise your hand to save yourself?
Oh my God. Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe a lot of people have been like that.
yeah, that's how I was. I was so stuck into my mental quicksand that when I had the opportunity to get help from Les Brown, who said he'd be willing to coach me. Now, it wasn't gonna be free, but he said he'd be willing to coach me. I said no.
What?
Yes, I even though I said I knew exactly what I
Okay,
wanted to do.
stop.
That's
Stop.
how bad I was.
No, wait.
You done brought out the red cup on me.
A red cup. I couldn't do the little cute little wine cup for you, honey. I had to bring out the red cup. Now pipe down, pumpkins. It's water in my red cup. Okay. And this is not the picnic at their grandma them house.
Right.
This is my red cup with water. But honey, this story is good. I mean, do you have any books?
Yeah. So that's another thing caught up in my mental quicksand. I always told myself I wasn't a writer. I wasn't good at this. I wasn't good at that. But when I started really diving in and taking my shot, I said yes to co-authoring a couple of books, and so I've co-authored 3 books now. The fourth one is on its way. It's in editing, and then there'll be another one here eventually. But 3 of them, and out of those three, 2 of them have been Amazon International bestsellers. And I'm real excited about that because I never even thought of having my name on a book as a co-author. On top of that, I've gotten to speak at places like the National Press Club where we met, and I've gotten to speak at Columbia University. My parents would have told you there's no way my grades was ever going to get me there, so something else had to do it.
Lord have mercy.
But
Ooh,
this momentum shift is real. I tell people all the time, living in the impossible. I'm living in the impossible. I'm coaching people from around the world, Middle East, Canada, Africa, the US, Europe. I'm coaching people that I never even believe that I would meet simply because I started saying yes. I took my shot. So that's what I want to encourage everybody to do. Take your shot,
take
man.
your
I
shot.
don't
I'm
care.
gonna just slow you down. I'm gonna have to do you how I do the women, honey. I'm gonna have to put a period on the top end of your sentences
All
so
right.
I can ask my questions. You ain't gonna get out of here without me asking my questions, child. I'm just
All
gonna
right.
say,
Go ahead. Let's
okay.
go.
So I want to hear about the things that you're doing with these young kids at these
Okay.
schools. That's what I wanted to hear about as well because I'm about the community
Yeah.
and I know that you're helping the community. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so that's a big one for me simply because of where I was when I was in high school, the blended families, being kicked out of my mom's house, being kicked out of my dad's house. So it's a big one for me to make sure the students have support and, let them know that they got some help. So I partnered up a few years ago, just a chance meeting because I talk to people all the time. It ended up being a meeting in the lunchroom or the cafeteria. And I introduced 2 other guys, and we just decided, hey, we're gonna put together this company. We're gonna go and we're gonna start mentoring schools. And we had no idea how to do it. We had no money. We had no experience. But I told him, I said, you know what? It's our job to put this together. God to take care of the rest. And it has blessed us with some connections when it comes to the students that we work with, the school therapists, the administrative staff. It has been a beautiful thing. And we've been in the school since 2019, right before COVID. We've made it through the COVID period where we were on Zoom and we couldn't even see the students' faces. It's been a
Wow.
beautiful ride, and I really enjoy it. But to be able to collaborate with those therapists and the administrative staff, and to have them trust and know that we're going to be there every week or every other week when we dialed it back a little bit. But
Mhm,
man, it's a big one for me. But more importantly, when we went our first day from
mhm.
both schools, those students, when they realized they were coming with us, oh my gosh. So we had students up in Baltimore in this Prince George's County area. The students up in Baltimore were ready to fight. I'm not going with him. Why
Ready to
am I in this
fight.
group? Yeah, why am I going with this group? You can't make me go. I don't know. I just told them, I said, hey, don't go, but you'll be missing out on something. And sure enough, they came upstairs. And after that first couple of visits, they were like, when y'all coming back? Why wasn't
Mhm.
you here? Why wasn't he here? They want to know. And the group down in Prince George's County was the same. It's been beautiful. So we started out with at-risk
Uh-huh.
young men, but now it's co-ed. And so we've got a
Wow.
large room where we had 8 to 10 before. Now we have up to 27 students at one time in the group session. So it's a
So
beautiful.
men, I want you to hear this. Men, these young boys need you. These young men need you in the community. I love what you're doing.
Thank
I
you.
love what you're doing in the community, and I love what you're doing as a whole, with
Thank
your family, just being a pillar in your community. It's such so amazing. And when I met you, oh man. Look, we are I know we're in the family, I
you.
get I know you threw it up all, we in the family. But I knew it was like some things that we have in common,
Yeah.
right?
Well, first of all, you had on blue, my favorite color, so that just took care of it right there.
Listen, it was amazing. It was amazing. Shout out to Dr. Pam Perry for
Yeah.
being such an I call her my PR angel.
Yeah, man.
And she's our PR angel. That's who she is. And
Love her to death.
I know. I hear Laticia Nicole so much. I'll never forget my name. Laticia Nicole. I hear it. So it's well, but I am so excited about our new family, right? We
Yeah.
have new family members. We are close niche, and we're all doing amazing things. And I was just on your show a couple of weeks
Yeah.
ago,
Oh
and
man, that was great.
oh my Lord, you have such an amazing show.
Oh, thank you. I was glad to have you. I mean, like I said, when you sit in the room with and you realize that you are in the room with great people, it is awesome to be able to spend a little bit more time with you and to learn a little bit more about you. And that's what my show really is. My show is an opportunity for people like you who shift momentum. $4 and $15 and four outfits. Most people would have never left the house.
Huh?
But look what you done did.
Come on. Wait a minute.
Mm.
Kimberly said people who favorite color is blue are the best people in the world. So
Watch out, Kimberly.
don't Kimberly, he turning red, but you can't tell. I took it. I took it.
Yeah,
That's good. That is
she's on
good.
it. She's on it.
Yeah. We have a network of some powerful, amazing.
Oh man, yeah,
Oh man. And so just that time that we spent together and learning about each other, and it was amazing. And so that's why I said I have to. I mean, I know I normally bring women on the show, but look, one of our family members.
oh man, oh wow. Hey, her message was powerful, just like yours. And woo, I got her coming on the show as well, and I'm excited about that. Anita
I
Hoskins is awesome.
Honey, I had
I'm
the
gonna
one
have
of
her
yours on last
excellency
week.
on.
She bad. Now, I had her on last week. I said, "We listen. We got an amazing family." Now it's
Yeah,
like, okay, I mean, we got an amazing family, but
yeah.
I definitely want to get more into your business because that's what I
All
like
right,
to do.
let's
And
go.
and Lanita, I had a little cute little wine glass for you with my little papaya juice, honey. I had to go straight to the red cup with the water, honey. I was like, wait a minute. Cause he had some juicy stories at the beginning, honey. Let me tell you, I'm gonna catch it up, girl. He done met his wife at his girlfriend house. when they was younger, child. We'll talk about it later, honey. But so let me
Oh, this is funny.
so let me get more into your business because you
All
have
right.
these amazing books and you have another one coming out and you got this amazing podcast and you're speaking all over the place and you're doing all these amazing things with this
Yeah.
beautiful family,
Yeah.
right?
That's why I
What
do what I do.
what is next for you?
I ain't done yet.
Come on here. What's
I'm
next?
not done yet. I've learned that when I get to the top of one mountain, there's another mountain I gotta climb. So I'm not done yet. I still gotta travel around the world and talk to people and help them clear their mind. I want to help them unlock their potential, break through their barriers so that they can create a life changing momentum shift that takes them into the impossible as a lifetime. I think we all deserve that. That's what we put on this earth for. I tell people all the time, we weren't put on here. We weren't designed to lose forever. It's a process. Losing is part of the process. It's a learning process. What can I do? What can I learn out of in this? And where can I go next? And it's always, if we ask ourselves, what's next? What can I do next? We'll find ourselves continuing to move and not being stuck in that mental quicksand. So
I
I'm
love
finding
that.
things.
Okay, let's go. I need that mental quick. Okay, so you
All right.
said mental quicksand about
Yes.
5 times. So I
Yes.
want you to tell the people
All right.
what is mental quicksand.
Mental quicksand is when you go into that space in your head and you start believing what I call the mind's greatest trick that it'll ever pull, and that is that your greatness doesn't exist. And
Mm,
so, in that, you believe that your abilities to write, your abilities to speak, your abilities to manage a room, manage a space, your ability to do anything that others around you haven't done, or that you don't believe in yourself enough to even try, keeps you there, and you start to just sink down there. And what happens is you never take your shot, and because you don't take your shot, you're miserable, you're not happy, and you're thinking to yourself, wow, what am I going to do here? I can give you the best example I can give you is I'm a big believer that the largest gap an individual will ever face is the gap that stands between where they are now and what they could become. But if you flip that gap and stand it up, it now becomes this mountain we must climb. And what happens is people will come to the mountain in the belief that their greatness doesn't exist. And they'll look at the beautiful snow capped mountain but be deterred, I can say that word, detoured by the difficulty and challenge ahead, and they'll walk away. Then
mm,
there be those who approach the mountain in a mindset of, I'll accomplish the goals that people had told me that I could accomplish, that what I'm capable of doing, and they'll accomplish those things, stop, and they'll be stagnant for the rest of their life. And
wow.
then there are those like yourself who are continually tapping into your potential, and the people who are here in the We United group, they're tapping into the potential, breaking through barriers, and they're willing to go against the status quo so they can get to the top of that mountain, introduce themselves to the best version of them. Wow, the most important thing, looking down to see that you've inspired other people to come. And so that's what it's all about for me.
Woo!
That mental quicksand, creating a momentum shift to get you out of there, to get it on top of that mountain and inspire others.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm loving all of this. And guess what? See,
But
you didn't gave us a see the women of WEU, Women's
yeah,
Entrepreneur United. Do you hear him saying we
yeah.
united? Oh, that's good. We are united. And we're united to where we all can edify each other. And that's why I am here edifying you, sir.
Thank you.
And because you're doing such an amazing job, and I don't want you to stop. I want you to keep being that pillar. I want you to keep, keep going, right? Because sometimes we do feel like giving up. Sometimes we do feel like, enough is enough. Have you ever felt like that? And when you did, what did you do?
Yeah. Well, there was a time when I was just there, right? I tell people all the time, my weekend consisted of getting my beer and kicking back. And I found a little happiness in the bottle, but it really wasn't happiness. It was just masking things, right? It was hiding things. I hid behind a lot of the TV that I watched, talking to myself. I was miserable.
Mm.
So, but what I realized is that, I have this power that's in me to be able to create a life that's better than what I was living. And I've done that. And it's just going to keep getting better. But more importantly, it's those who you inspire that come after you. I like what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said. He said, I will get to the top of the mountain. I might not get there with you, but I know we're going to get there. So my job is just to create the momentum shift and let somebody else pick it up and roll with it. And that's what I do. I just put the work in. Hopefully I'll run into somebody. Maybe they'll pick it up after I'm gone. But my job is to do the job, do the work.
Stacy said, "Come on now."
Hey,
Yes,
hey, Miss
we
Stacy,
gonna
how you
get
doing?
there. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay. Oh, this is so good. I know we're coming down to the
Oh
last
man.
little, but this is so good. Like I can stay here and I can continue to talk to you because I know the words that you're putting out into the atmosphere. It's changing people' mindset. It's making them want to do better and be better and get better, right? And
Yeah.
so I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
And I want you to tell the people where they can find you. I want you to tell them all about, if you got something coming up. And I'm just want to hear from you.
All right, cool. Well, first place you can find me is my website, the number one momentumshift.com. And it's no ONE, it's the number one momentumshift.com. And there you'll have all my links for social media, the podcast, the Momentum Shift podcast and radio show. You can find it on Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon. You can find it on all those platforms that are out there for podcast hosting. And me, I tell you what I love to do is work with anybody who is interested in creating a life-changing momentum shift. So if anybody from this show would like to go in on my website and go ahead and schedule a call, we can do a 30-minute conversation. I'm not trying to steal anybody from you, but I love to work with people, and I believe I can help anybody, but I can learn from somebody too. So you never know. But if they type in WWE United, hey, I'll know they came from you, and we can go from there. But with that, what I got coming up is I've got a workshop coming up that I'm really excited about. I was asked to put on for the community here, and so I'm looking forward to that. I'm also got my students that I work with. We got a few events coming up for them. We got one of the panelists from our National Press Club event is going to be here. Speak, Sell, Shine. She's going to be here to talk with the students, and I'm really excited about that because our school, our mentoring program is all about introducing the students to opportunities and people they didn't even know exist or would never meet. So that's where I'm at with that.
All right. Well, I'm all in your business. I'm already on the website.
Go
I'm,
ahead.
I'm already you didn't
That's what I
come
love about you, because you a do it now person. I love it. We sat there, and you said, "Oh, I already sent my email. I already did this." I said, "Man, I'm taking notes still." Yeah, that right there for me, that was a huge accomplishment. I mean, doing what I'm doing now is huge, but for me to break the barriers to writing that, just even though it was a chapter, just putting that out there and being comfortable in my skin to write it was huge because it was something I always told myself I couldn't do.
Mm, yes, yes, yes. You guys go. W- One, Let's Connect, and Business Life and the Universe, Volume 5, and Hunger for the Hustle.
Yeah.
My God, hunger. That is self hunger for the hustle. Oh man, this is really good stuff. Thank you so much again for being here, for being a part of our show, and being amazing. You,
Thank
sir,
you.
are amazing. Keep being amazing. And I know we have our family and our partnerhood, our connection. Forever, we're forever connected. And
Yeah.
because Auntie Mama gonna make sure that we all stay connected.
Hey, I'm a big believer that we're all connected in this blank puzzle, but it starts with us inside. Once we connect with who we are, we can connect ourselves to people like you, people like Auntie Pam,
Right?
and everybody else that's really, that she's connected us with. This, but it doesn't happen if we don't work on ourselves first. So I love what you're doing, and I encourage everybody out there to continue doing what you're doing. So I told you my parents split up when I was 4. So I lived in my mom raised me, pretty much that was where I lived. So I got a big passion to see women succeed because I watched my mom clean houses. She worked nights at the railroad station and where it wasn't safe all the time. And she worked her way all the way up to where she was managing 4 housing properties. And so I am big on seeing women succeed because I know the strength, the resilience that you have. So keep pushing. I love it.
All right. Thank you so much. Now, you guys, I want you to make sure you go to this onemomentumshift.com. I put it up there for you guys.
Thank
So
you.
make sure you go. And those of you, I thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I want to give you a special gift. Make sure you log on to www.laticianicole.com and get this special gift from me, okay? Because I appreciate all of you. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I do, which is blessing the elderly, making sure we feed them, doing the things that we need to do for our community. And so Lanita said, beautifully said, Eric. That was beautiful. Absolutely. And so, yeah, I mean, we just got our family. This is our
Yeah, man.
yeah. And so you're welcome back anytime. Yeah, you're the first man. Go ahead. You can put down with the you're the first man, the mayor of momentum, the first man
I
in
was.
you. So but you won't be the last. You know that Rodney
Yeah.
Seabears is right around the
Woo.
corner. And so
I'm glad you let me go before him. I couldn't even come on the show after he came on.
oh man. But yeah,
That's a
yeah,
bad
he'll come
dude.
through.
So thank you very much. I appreciate it. I wish everybody much success and always just keep pushing because nobody's going to do it for you.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My God, you guys, this has been one of the most amazing shows. I pray that you go into his website. I pray that you invest in yourself by investing in someone else. I've been spitting bars, it was since I've been up here, but you guys, I'm gonna say this to you. I want you to believe it and receive it that you are blessed, that you are rich, that you are walking in the fullness of God, that you are debt free, that you are healthy, that you are wealthy, and that you are wise. And the days of barely making it are over. In Jesus' name, amen. Peace and blessings. My name is Minister Dr. Laticia Nicole Beatty, and I speak life so that we all may have life more abundantly. Peace and blessings.